Well, there is absolutely no more exciting time than this in cryptocurrency, if you ask me, not just because I'm sitting in some profits here, but we're going to be going over this Bitcoin trade setup we took on the 4 hour, and we're going to talk about something very important. What to do when things are going right. What to do when things are going right. I know it's hard to believe. Yes, trades do work, and there is something called risk management. I highly recommend you join our Discord. I know a lot of people were trying to join and the link wasn't working. Well, now it's working today. It will be working. You can get those trade signals, and Blowfin, our partnered exchange. There's no KYC needed. And make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Getting into the trade setup, which we talked about on the 4 hour time frame. Very nice setup. And now, well, I'll just show you. My money's where my mouth is, because I did take that trade. This is the Solana trade. Here is the Bitcoin trade. And currently already took, I don't know how many percentage of profits that is, but $2,900, and currently sitting at 11%. And so I was, short from all the way up here, taking the trade signal just as it was given on the 4 hour time frame. So the way to interpret these signals, right, you know, it's not an exact thing, but this bearish candle pretty much did it for me. Almost a bearish engulfing, breaking the range to the downside. And we were just saying, look, liquidity is likely stacked in that area. Coming back for the perfect retest of our box of peace and prosperity, which we've been talking about. Look, we said on the 12 hour time frame, if we do break this to the upside, well, likely going to get a squirt up to 65,000, which we did on some exchanges, a little higher than others. However, we did say probably going to run into some sell pressure at that pivot. And I think that is right at the 786 fib, if I'm not mistaken, almost to a T, the 786. And now, well, we can simply just take the reverse of that. And actually, the zone that I am targeting, and we did put a little long trade setup in there, I believe was at this 0.5 at 60,600. Now, here's the tough thing for me to do, and I'll show you what I did. Which could have been a mistake, you know. You never get hurt taking a profit. That's the great old saying, right? So if we were, you know, long on this 4 hour pivot, getting rid of some of these drawings here. Let's say you actually took the long when the signal was given. Clicked a few buttons, you went on Blowfin, boom, you're in. Okay. So your TP1 and 2 were just hit. And now you're like, okay, should I go long? Should I go short? Should I close my position? Should I go to, you know, what should I do? And for that, I like to go, you know, number one, take some profits, right? Did I take too much? Perhaps. I do think we're going to get a little more follow through to the downside. I do have another little take profit here at this pivot right here, this last low. There's probably going to be some stop losses hanging out right there. But this is where I like to pull up Hyblock capital. And you can actually see, interestingly enough, all the long interest has been taken off. And I do think we're almost amidst a bit of a short squeeze. And a lot of times what happens with these TP1s and 2s on these is you do get a strong bounce off this level. And that's what we were saying last week is, look, if we do come back to the box of peace and prosperity, well, we simply just want to see it hold, right? Hold and make a higher low. I think that is too difficult to look at, so I'm going to take it off. But essentially, really, we just need a higher low. And here's why, you know, I'm thinking there's a possibility they swipe it a little bit lower because, you know, moves to the downside happen a lot quicker, a lot faster. And here's my point, is everybody's stop losses, if you were long here, right, now your stop loss is below here, maybe here, you know. And as soon as these get activated, it's just going to, they're just going to come take all the liquidity. And I mean, that could result, I mean, ultimately testing this liquidity down here one more time. So very, very key critical pivot here, key critical pivot is going to be this area here that we hold. Essentially, this last low, I'll even lower it just slightly. Right? This last higher low, even on the 12-hour time frame, we want to hold that structure change on the higher time frames, especially the 4-hour. Yeah, that would be the 4-hour higher low as well. So we just want to see a higher low come in somewhere in that area. That would look very, very good. And where does that potentially come from? Well, yeah, right there. I'll just draw the zone out for you guys. So perhaps a swipe lower, maybe one more teensy swipe lower. But other than that, yeah, and that is my bold prediction for the day, is in fact that we do make a sweep, you know, somewhere around 60, call it 59.9 to 57,000. I don't know. I don't know if I want to stake with that claim, but there's definitely a chance. Definitely a chance. Hey, anything could happen. The 5-day closure is going to be coming in here. Everybody's keeping their eyes on this. We're going to cross momentum up here, 60,651. That's the number we need to close above today, 60,651. We are healthfully above there. So the next 4 hours could be very, very critical on Bitcoin's lifespan here. Perhaps setting in motion some greater things, but I do think this is, you know, this is the area everybody's buying off of too. I mean, this is the most, you know, obvious area of support or resistance, whatever you want to call it. It was resistance, which is now being flipped into support if we can confirm this as a higher low. Now, if we do blow through there, well, that's your next level down, 59.9, and that's why, you know, they say leave a little bit on the trade. Okay, let's go over another few trade setups, as these are just, you know, absolutely killing it right now, courtesy of Meta Signals here. Algorand, another one, which I definitely took some profits a little bit too early. Let's see if I can go through that on the actual chart. Algo, here it is. Boom. Oh yeah, TP 1, 2, and 3 already got hit on this one. I remember drawing it out on the weekend, posting it in the Discord. It was a bit of a sloppy chart, but where is it? Come on. Lots of signals given. You get to pick which ones you like. Hey, this one flashed in on the weekend. I made a big smiley face. Man, all you have to do is click a few buttons. You know, we show you what to do with the rest. And you can see here, well, this one went for some more, and it's going for more. And what I call the full retrace. So again, I did take some profits on this one, but I just, you know, for various reasons, had a high conviction that TP3 was going to hit. And so I just held the position a bit longer. And now, what do you know? I mean, the thing is, you know, up 165%, already took, you know, almost 25% profits. And I'm just moving my stop loss down with the market, down to doggy town, and this one can potentially do that full retracement, which is, you know, coming back to this support level after that massive breakout for Mr. Algorand. Another trade setup that I really want to take some time to look at. That again, I don't take all the trades; I just take the ones that I like, and this one is. You know, starting to worry me. It's a 2-hour time frame trade. You can see TP1 has an 81% hit rate. TP2 has a 46% hit rate. On average, this is going to take about 18 hours to hit TP2. So how many hours are we in? It says 18 hours divided by 2, so that's 9 candle body closures, and this is how you use quantitative analysis. Was this all the way back here? This can't be right. this cannot be right. Anyways, back on. They just got to move the pivot over here. Dun, 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 2 hour. Let's see, on a 4 hour. Yeah, there's no way a short signal would have been given right there. It should be right here. That was your pivot. Anyways. Back office needs to take care of that one. And TP, I really think there's a good chance this one could hit. But let's say you missed the trade. Let's say you didn't get the entry right there. Right now we're here, right? Well, you could simply just adjust your risk management. Obviously, the risk to reward is not as good, but the way I like to coach it is any kind of a test back into the zone here, right, is your opportunity to just reload and do the same exact trade, right? You would just move that up there. But anyways, that's how some of these trades are taken from our Discord. Make sure you check it out. Link in the description below. They're not all going to work out, but for instance, yeah, that one I know I got stopped out of. Let's see. Where's another good one? Sell short on Solana, right? So let's take a look at that one really quick here. Solana. And I'm actually selective about the ones that I do take, and we do, kind of make sure. Here's the trade setup, and the same situation. I'm in this short. I'll tell you, this is one of the things I do struggle with at TP1 or TP2 is how much profit to take off the table. But to give you an idea of what I did do here, so Algo, we're going for a 500% gainer on that one. IMX, ooh, this one's up 42%. I did get stopped out on that one because I did not follow the exact signal. Anyways. So here is my Solana trade. I already took some profits here. You can see 12 Solana in profit and 6 more to go. So 15%. Again, you can see this one was taken right from the signal given. We've now hit TP1. So how much profits? I probably took 75% profits. And then I've just kind of laddered these down, a limit here to take some off and a limit here to take some, or that would be my final closure at 236. That's Quantum Solana. So right now, how am I reading the Solana chart? I like to pull it up on my regular graph here. There's a big node of liquidity in this zone. So Solana's been chucking around. If you watch this thing on the shorter term time frames, absolutely been holding its own. Solana's been a beast all year long, and it's having a hard time grinding its way down here. So hence why I've taken more profits than not. But you can see perfect W formation. We did fail to take out the high. That was the August. Is that the August 7th high over there? Interesting, at 162. Overall, I am still bullish on this one. This is just a trade setup for a short-term 4-hour time frame trade setup. And, to me, I think I should play this one down to here. Bang, 148 for a bounce, and see if we could reload and use this last pivotal, strong liquidity to hold price down one more time, because I do think we are right in front of the big explosion. And here's what I'm talking about. Here is what I am talking about. Potential trade signals firing off. Here we go. Yeah, so this is a tough time to trade, guys, but that's why I make these videos every day. Make sure you do, me a favor, smash that like button. Let me know you do appreciate it or do like it or don't like it. If you don't like it, you know, whatever you do, do something. I guess TRX, the short trade is in. I did not take this one, I can tell you that much, but it is presenting itself with a bit of a reload opportunity. This one is going to be cooking with Crisco here pretty soon. Cooking with Crisco. Bear with me just a second. 4 hour. So the time frame on something like this is you'd expect TP1 to happen within a day. And so this one's either going to get smoked or not. With the way Tron's been behaving, I don't know if it can totally disregard Bitcoin correcting down 5% right now, but perhaps it can. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something today about how to FOMO out of your trade signal. No, it just goes to show that the trade signals do work. This one is presenting itself right now. You're pretty close to entry. Bitcoin is melting down and bearish divergence. You do have some potentially quite a few drives. Yep. So we're going to say from this high right here, marking this off, how could we get a good trade on this guy? Do we have a volume spike for a high? No. A lot of times also they will spike up here and then go for the full thing. So just, risk management wise, don't. I recommend less than 1% per trade, and paper trading and a whole slew of things before you actually jump into the game. But again, link in the description below. There are bonuses. Blowfin, I love partnering with these guys. Great exchange. So feel free to check them out. And I think I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you have a blessed and highly favored rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. You know what, after going over the bear case there for Bitcoin, I think we need to take a look at the bull case and remind ourselves of what we are preparing for, even though the market is bearish right now. What's the bull news? Bull news. Well, NVIDIA earnings are coming out this week. 28 billion in sales guided to this quarter. Wall Street's average projection of 28.6. So that's tomorrow. NVIDIA earnings, quite a bit of earnings coming out. Earnings coming out. Can we get a nice flush to the downside? So that's something to keep, people are saying gaming coins, watch out for the gaming comeback. Well, I'll show you one of those gaming comebacks right now. Where's the IMX trade? IMX. There it is. Boom. Boom. TP2 coming in hot. So again, if you want to join our Discord, get some of these trade setups when the market starts melting down, you can absolutely just laugh to the bank and hit sell. Hit sell. That's all you got to do, sir. Oh, don't take me out. Oh, I don't even have a take profit in. That's what I'm talking about. I do have my stop loss, which is now in a nice profit. Okay, that's what you want to see. And I'll actually bring this up a tad, and then I will put my TP in at, let's go 150%. Boom. There is no reason Immutable X coin should have pumped that much. No, I don't know. Actually, I've heard great things about it. This is something I would like to own in another bull market and look at this head and shoulders formation. Perfect head and shoulders. I almost want to add to this position. It's only got $3,000 on it. So I think I owe it to myself. So if I am going to add, how am I going to do that? And we wanted to get back onto the bull case. It's hard. I'm going to get my nose lost in the trees here. 136 is that target. So about 136 and 127. 136 and 127. So did I already take some profits on this one? No, I didn't. 136 and 137. Anyways, play around with this, guys. Get involved. Now's the time to learn. And Bitcoin is actually making a higher low on the weekly time frame. I think we get one more death-defying drop down to scare the living pants out of everybody, and then they send it. They're just going back for the liquidity, guys. You can see it here on the hourly time, excuse me, more specifically on the 4-hour time frame. You know, this fresh liquidity on the underside here. Can they come swipe one more time down here to 56,000 and then pick it up? That's what I would do if I was the market maker. The conservative move is get involved, get some skin in the game. Trend is reversing daily. We got a higher high, and you're looking for that higher low to get put in somewhere along here. Just don't want to take out this low at 57.5. All right. And then your base case is this, guys, is this base case is the 1618 fib coming in at 85,000 bucks. To give you a perspective on where that is at, 40% higher than we're at today. What do you know? 40% higher, sticking by my claim over the next 30 to 60 days. I do believe we're going to tag that zone. And hey, don't be surprised if we get one of these. Bang, bang. Something like that would not be out of the question. Just as they grab the liquidity before a major markup up to, 150,000 bucks. Again, don't use this as a time scale. I'm just throwing ideas out there. We're going to watch this market step by step every single day. I'm going to give you my thoughts on exactly what I'm doing and how am I reading the market. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. And sorry for the long little stream here, but I wanted to make sure you guys got all the most important information, including this.
Army National Guard, a 4-term Democrat Congresswoman, very, very popular.
Yes, yes. Tulsi Gabbard.
Chair of the National Democrat.
Where is she? Tulsi Gabbard is
Of
now.
all days. I had the privilege of joining.
She's ditching the Dems. And yes, they're saying more are going to follow. And you saw Mark Zuckerberg today finally copped up to, being in bed with the Harris campaign and censoring people's information. Another thing, we're 69 days away from the U.S. elections. Get ready, right? So this is a pretty interesting chart here showing all the halving dates and then what's happened, after the election. So the blue bar represents the election. And you can see after the blue bar, every single time it's been a clear markup, and those markups have pretty much led to nothing less than a pretty nice move all the way back to the 1618 fib. Those Fibonacci's tend to work. And where's that fib coming in at? The first major at 96, the second, but the blow off top coming in at 228,000. Call it 250 if we're going to get that high. Anyways, every past prior market, Bitcoin has come out and scratched that 1618 fib every single time. It's never failed. So let the trend be your friend till the end of the trend. And then take some profits along the way. Move your stop loss up. It's not that hard. Couple clicks, couple of buttons, and you're on your way to being a more successful crypto trader. Yep. All right. That's it. Take care.